Well, welcome back, folks. It's such a beautiful spring day. We got the bunnies hopping around. We got the robins singing. We had 6 deer spend the night in our backyard. I mean, who could ask for better than that? A few years ago, I did a video showing you how to build a hobo stove. Now, this is the hobo stove that I built. It was an easy project and pretty simple to do. And because it is a contained unit, you can use these during a fire ban instead of having an open fire. Well, I got to thinking the other day, what if I built a small backpack style barbecue grill? It would be something small that you could use hardwood pieces, charcoal, and I got to thinking, you know, I could probably make something like that again out of a small coffee can. I went up to my shop to get one, and I noticed something on the outside of my ice chest air conditioner I made a couple of years ago, and I got to thinking a little differently than the coffee can. I'm going to show you how to build what I call the world's smallest practical barbecue grill. And you could set this up and use it to cook yourself dinner out in the middle of nowhere. So if you're interested, you can follow along and see what I'm doing, and maybe you might want to make one yourself. So let's get started. I had noticed that the cooling fan protector on the back of the Redneck AC was made out of metal, and you could buy them on Amazon for next to nothing. So I went on Amazon, ordered a couple sets of these. I ordered a small set and a large set. These are stainless steel, so they'll be perfect for making a grate. The can that I found that is actually closest in size to what I'm looking for, generally chicken breast comes in it from Sam's Club or one of those type of stores, and I've also seen tuna come in these large cans. It actually fits the grate. So this is the size can I'm going to use. I already have a couple of these that have been cleaned up, so we're ready to get started. This little grate has 2 sides. I'm going to call this the bottom side. That's the side that the grate is welded to. So we'll have the smooth side pointed up when we get it finished. The first thing we want to do is bend in these tabs on the outside of this grate. What this will do is give us about a ½ an inch of airspace underneath this grate. We'll end up drilling some holes around the bottom of this, and that'll let the air in, which will give oxygen to the coals or the firewood that we're using inside this grill. This doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to put a couple of marks here, just straight across, split it in half, and then put one in the middle of each one of those. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, just close. This isn't a step you necessarily have to do, but where these lids come off right here, they can be a little sharp, so I'm going to try and clean up that edge. Yeah, that took the sharpness out of it. Kind of rolled over and smooth now. The next thing I'm going to do is make this grill fit over the top of this can. We're going to have to bend these edges in and get them so where they touch the can and hold this in the center. So I've got that grill bent in almost to this second line, a little bit more on this one, so it should fit on there. Perfect. That'll work great. Well, I got it done. I guess what we need now is proof of concept. Got myself some instant lighting charcoal. But I believe the problem we have is that charcoal is a little bit big. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. I think I'm going to break it up a little bit. I'm going to put some of this inside the bag and then take my trusty hammer and hit it lightly. I'm not looking to pulverize it, I'm just looking to make it smaller. I got the Insta-Lite kind. It does smell like charcoal fluid. Kind of what I expected. Get some chunks, get some small stuff. I went ahead and put it in a Ziploc bag. It'll keep it dry. And tonight, I'm gonna cook my dinner on it. I got the old redneck round table out here, so I guess it's time to get started. Well, we got some of this broken up charcoal in here. Let's see if we can get her lit. It's gonna take a few minutes for this to burn down, so we'll get back to it in a couple of minutes. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and try and tell you that this is the barbecue grill you need to take out camping with you when you take your family out. But it would be practical to keep in a little box in your boat if you wanted to cook a couple of fish on the shore after you caught them, or if you're going out backpacking and you want to keep a little grill inside your backpack. It'd work for something like that. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but it works. I should have put the hamburger on before we heated up the water, but that's all right. I don't mind them cooked slow. Get a little bit more of that smoky flavor. Okay, see it bubbling on the top? Let's try it out. Oh yeah, looks good. We'll give it a few more minutes on that side. Well, it looks like it's done. We'll get it pulled off of here. Recently, I've quit eating a lot of carbs, so I've quit eating buns on hamburgers. So I make my hamburgers up using some Italian seasoning and some other stuff, but I like to put a little bit of marinara sauce over it. So that's what we're gonna do. You know, the funny thing is I thought this was a pretty cool idea when I seen that little grate, so I decided to do it. And then after I was about half, 3/4 of the way through this, I thought, I wonder if anybody else has done this. So I went into YouTube looking around, and I did find a short on something like this. And then I thought about Ecclesiastes 1:9. I guess Solomon was right. There's nothing new under the sun. There is a lot of stuff on YouTube. If you want to make something, look at it and try and make it a little bit better than the next person. This does work pretty good. It takes a little bit longer because it's not as hot with a smaller amount of charcoal, but it does work. So thanks again for stopping in and hanging around while I come out here and do some crazy stuff. Appreciate you sitting through it with me. I really do enjoy spending my time outdoors and building stuff. If you like that kind of stuff, go back in, check some of my videos out. If you like them, subscribe to my channel. And if you got something you want to say, leave it in the comment. I really do enjoy talking with y'all. And as always, make your life an adventure, and God bless. See you soon.